Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to the Max Girl Talk. This is your girl, author Erica. I hope all is well today. I have my good friend on, and as y'all may remember her on the journey back from domestic violence. She did the journey back from domestic violence, and I'm so glad to have her on to the Max Girl Talk podcast, which is Danni. She's back. She done upgrade so much, so she have her own business now 11246 Designz. So Danny, thanks for taking time out your busy day to
You're
come back
welcome.
on the this platform.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Yes, so we're gonna jump right into it. Tell us about 1246 Designz, how that came about.
Hey, well, the actual I'll go ahead because everybody when they see the name of it, they automatically say, "Well, where did that come from? Where did that come from?"
Right.
Well, 1246 is actually my mother's birthday. She
Oh,
was born.
okay.
Yeah, she was born in December 1st, 1946. So I used the 12 for December, the month of December, and 46 is the year that she was born. So I just put it together and I called it 1246 Designz with a Z at the end instead of an S.
Okay.
And she 2009. So I'm like, okay. So I'm gonna use this, and this is a tribute to her and everything like that. Like, cause some of the styling of clothes that I design, people that know her know, okay, I see her in those designs that you make,
Okay.
and did it. I'm a lot of my line mostly is for strength. That's exactly where it comes from. It is empowering. It's a plus size line, and as a plus size woman yourself, we have a hard time out here looking for some clothes that look good. They
Yes,
either
we
want
do.
to
Yes, we do. Yes,
put,
yes.
they either put us in something like look like a curtain, or they want to, put,
She said curtain, which is the truth. Yes.
yeah, like you're not supposed to be sexy and still be big and plus size. Like, come on now. So I started the line. This is why some of the clothing that I have, and well, pretty much all the clothing, it can go on different levels of how the person is. So if it's a plus size lady that likes to be a little bit revealing and want to show some skin, I got that.
Okay.
If it's someone that is more conservative and business wise, I have that. It's just it hits each point of a different type of plus size woman. And then all of the clothing has a statement to it.
Okay.
The clothing that I design, because I have ready to wear clothing as well. So when I shop, for some clothing that I'm going to put in my boutique, my online boutique, it has to represent my brand as well. So not only just my designs, but the ready to wear clothing has to, it has to coincide with each other.
Oh,
So because I design clothing for strength, the ready to wear, I want it to be the same way.
okay.
Because it's I'm a domestic violence survivor. So of course I'm gonna do something real fun, but also it speak to you, you
Okay.
know.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
first when they say they bought, like I had one lady, she said she bought some clothes and she just felt like she was Hollywood when she put up on. And I love that because she hadn't really wore anything of the, that type of style, but she loved it.
Oh, it
And
made her feel
yeah,
empowered. It
and
made
when
her
she,
feel motivated.
oh, I said that's how you supposed to feel when you put on some good clothes. You're supposed to feel
Right.
like that.
Exactly.
I like that. And then, a lot of people, they can see the strength and, what I put into the clothing, because I'm only going to pick a certain type of clothing. Now, when it comes to my designs where I have to design something for someone, I get to know the person. I get to know the person of what they want, and then I add my twist to it.
Okay. Okay.
So, because I still want the brands, that everything that comes out of my brand to represent strength. That's what I stand firm on that.
Okay.
It had my brand, it represents strength and overcoming, and I stick to that. So I want it to be like that.
So, based off our conversation from the journey back from domestic violence, so you created this line to make women feel good,
Mm,
encouraged, and powerful,
yeah.
empowered in
Mm,
in their walk, because
yeah.
we all have been through certain things and we need something to make us feel good. Now tell us the reason why you did this, why you design clothes and you have ready to wear clothes. Tell us what's the reason
What I
behind
did
that.
what I did because some people, when it comes to designing and having custom making an outfit for someone, it can become, quite pricey. So I wanted to have the option. So somebody may not be able to get something custom designed for them, but they still like this ready to wear over here. You know what I'm saying? I
Okay,
want them to
gotcha.
still be able to shop and get something that still has a statement to them. So I
Okay.
provide all the aspects of it.
Wow, that's awesome. And
Yeah.
like I know you said before about plus size. Elaborate a little more on that because I know for myself I'm a plus size girl and sometimes it is hard. So elaborate further on that, like what made you want to do the plus size the whole plus size thing.
Well, because of course I'm plus size myself. So,
Uh-huh.
but like I said, I kept going into different stores and stuff. Like I'm can say I'm a picky person when it comes to what I'm gonna put on.
Right.
And I ain't gonna put on everything. I ain't gonna wear everything. Everything ain't for me.
Mhm.
So when I find something, I expect it to be exactly how I want it. So as I was out here looking, looking at clothing and stuff, I said, this ain't right. That's why I came up with the curtain thing because everything looked like it was supposed to be a curtain.
It
Like,
does. Especially
why
some of the shirts and the
is
and the print of some of the shirts. It's like go look at a pair of curtains and you looking at
yeah,
that
and I'm
design.
are they trying to put us in stuff like this? Like we ain't no big. Well, we don't want to wear nothing with no curve. We know. I mean, a lot of us plus size women have a lot of curves.
Right,
We
we do.
want to show. We want to show it, so we need some putting on something that look like a curtain ain't gonna show nothing. You know
No,
what I'm saying? Not
this is gonna
and
be
we're
straight.
gonna be right. It ain't saying that we're trying to be half naked or anything like that. We want to show off the curviness of being a plus size woman. That's all it is. So when I was going to all these different stores and stuff, and I didn't see it, and then I'm starting seeing, okay, so they cater to these small women, but yet you won't come over here and do this, and some of them don't even look right in this. So, and I'm just putting all this together, like I know what to do, and that's I went
You
in
know
there
what
and
I'm
I
gonna do.
found stuff, and I said, yeah. And so when I went to find my wholesaler, I went to places where that's out of state. I went to different places looking at a wholesaler that has clothing I know for a fact that a lot of people may not want to wear because some of it can be very sexy and stuff. And then I looked in there and I looked at their plus size part and I was like, okay, so these ones is see a lot of those clothing they come in for smaller and larger ladies. So
Okay.
when I seen that, I said, okay, I can get those, you know, and they represent my brand. They're standing for the same thing that I'm standing for because I'm looking at it and it speaks the same things that I speak. So I can have that over here with this portion. Then I can still cater to the women that want me to specifically design something that nobody else has. So you'll get the best of both worlds. So you might order this one and that, you know?
Right, correct. And then
Yeah.
it still gives that lady that statement of walking strong and
Yeah.
powerful, even though she's a curvy girl. You know,
Yep.
because some of us as curvy girls, we deal with insecurity.
Yes, exactly.
So and we need something that's gonna motivate us and make us feel
Mhm.
powerful. Still looking like a doggone curtain, look like we need to be
Yeah.
hanging up in the living room somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm like, we don't need them curtains. We finna go over here to something else. And see, I have ladies that wear 4X, 5X, and 6X, and my ready to wear clothing. I have one girl, she wear a 4X, 5X. I got her in a 3.
Wow, how you
I got
did that?
the way the clothing, the where I get it from, they make it to where it stretch and it runs bigger. So therefore, if you do wear a 4 or 5, come on down here to this 3. And that is good for a plus size lady that you usually wear a 4 or 5 and they can get in a 3. Oh yes. Oh yes.
it's the whole it's the whole thing feeling good and I'm looking good and then my
Yep.
clothes not all big and ugly.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, okay, I like that. That
Yes.
does motivate you to even try to lose weight and
Mm-hmm.
then still feel good too. Whereas if I'm in, some people that wear 4, 5, and X, they have a problem. Like they have a self
Yeah.
esteem problem, or they don't want to deal with it. Whereas if you giving them okay, you might be in a three, you might be in a four 5X, but you can wear this 3X, which
Yeah,
makes you feel more
exactly.
confident.
And that's what I did with one of my customers, and she's one of my biggest customers. And when she first got the clothes, I told her, I said no. She was like, I need a 4 or 5. That's not gonna work. I said, trust me, no, you gonna wear it. So when she met with me and I showed it to her, she put it on, she had the 3 on and still had some room. I said it's all in the type of fabric that you use. It's all in the stretch of it. And I showed her things. I said, because some of the fabric, it may stretch, but it may only have two-way stretch. Now, if it has four-way stretch, that means it's going to stretch in all angles. That gives you more capacity and more room to work with.
I never know that. So
Yeah.
tell us about that stretch thing. Like, tell us about that because I didn't know that. Like, hold on, 2-way
Yeah.
stretch. Tell us about that.
Like if you look at some clothing, when you go look up clothing and stuff, some of them may put it in the description, some may not. But you can look up the fabric and you will see some that say two-way stretch, four-way stretch. So when it's a four-way stretch, that means you can pull it this way into the stretch and that way into the stretch. That's the fabric. So it gives you more room to work with. When
So
it's
that
only
means
going
you could go down
it's
to
only
a
go
smaller
two, it's
size.
only stretch a certain way when it's two-way stretch.
Okay, so then that means you can go down when it's a stretch. You
Yeah,
can go
so a
down
lot
to
of
a
those and
smaller
see if
size.
you normally you could get more fabric out of it and you get more yards, and then when you make the dress, it'll stretch it out. Like I sell a lot of maxi dresses. I sell a ton of maxi dresses. They love these maxi dresses because they can go down size. And yes, like I got one up right now. It's a maxi dress and it's selling out like hotcakes, because one side is kind of short and the other side is kind of long, but it because of the fabric how it is and its stretch, it runs bigger. So women have actually been able to come down a size. Some that wear 3 can get a 2, and then but with that one, it comes in 1X, 2X. So therefore, a person that wear a 2X can also wear the 1X because it comes in 1X, 2X combined together.
And it's stretch. It have the stretch to it.
Yes. And all my maxi dresses do that. All of them.
Wow, you really trying to put us big girls on the map around here. Like you really trying to boost our
Yes.
little motivation. And that's what
Yes.
we need. Like we need clothes and we need people that's gonna know how to cater because everybody don't know how to cater to a big girl.
No, they don't. They don't. And then they stop at a certain size. Like plus size women range from many different sizes. It don't stop at a size. That's why with mine, I don't have no size limit where I stop at. Now the ready to wear clothing, the highest you get is a 3X. But like I said, the 3X can fit higher, people that wear a 4 or 5 or 6 because of the way that it's stretched. So I put it in the description so they know when they see it, okay, this one runs bigger. And the models, the models be plus size women, but a lot of them be wearing one. Because it's stretch.
Girl, wait a minute, wait a minute. Like I need to
You
check
have
this out because it's hard. Like it's really hard because some things that's the 2X, it's tight.
yeah. But if it just depends on how the person and what the fabric that they use to make it. Like if you see the models that's on my page for the photos on the store, some of the clothing she's wearing a 1, some she's wearing a 2. It just depends. Even tight things, some of them are 1, some of them are 2 because of the stretch that's in them. And I love it. I
Right,
love it.
because it's like you bringing that motivation, like that
Yes,
feel, that good feel that I don't have to wear these big old clothes. I can still look sexy as a plus
yes,
size.
yes, yes,
Because
yes.
some like me, I don't like to show too much skin because I'm a plus size. But if I
Right.
have something that's gonna make me feel good, I wouldn't mind wearing skin
Me,
clothes.
I don't, I show some skin, I show some arms, I show legs more than anything. Um, and then I wear certain things, that might show. It just depends. Now, when I go to the beach, child, I done got 2 piece. I don't care. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna put
So
it
are you
on.
looking to do bathing suits for plus size?
Swimsuits up there, yeah.
So does it have the stretching all to it
Yeah,
too?
yeah,
So
yeah.
how did you come up? Like, was this something that you was looking for, or you
Well,
just
see,
happened to stumble
when I
up
wanted
on
to
it?
go, see, a lot of those are the ready to wear clothing. So when I did my research to find my wholesaler, I made sure that they had what I was looking for. I wouldn't accept nothing less. They
Okay.
had to have what I was looking for. And when I buy the clothing, I check out the fabric. I research the fabric that they're making it with so I can see what type of fabric it is. So therefore, once I research the fabric, I know what the fabric will and won't do. So,
Okay.
and if it's stretch fabric, everything pretty much you're gonna have some cotton with it and stuff. But I look at the percentage of the spandex that's in it. So if it have a nice percentage of the spandex that is suitable for what I'm looking for, I'll get it. Yeah,
Oh,
and
okay.
for fabric, when I do my custom designs, I ask them how do they want it to fit. Now, how depending on this is when I make my own, when I design my own stuff. When they tell me how they want it to fit, that determines what type of fabric I go get. Now, if they want it to fit loosely, I know what type of fabric I need to get. If they want it to fit firm fitting and tight and show curves, I know which type of spandex to go get. Jersey fabric, that jersey, oh God, it's amazing. It's amazing. It can fit all kinds of things. And see, with jersey and stuff, it's going to, whatever your curves are, it's going to bring it out. Whatever they are, it's going to bring it out.
Wow. So you must have did a whole lot of research as
Yeah.
far as when we talk about the fabric to make sure we have everything on point.
Yeah, I do a lot of research with fabric because I do custom designs. Not It's not just ready to wear. I do some custom designs. Like on my website, I got my portfolio up there of the designs that I have done. I made a boxing uniform for a professional boxer, and she's a woman, and she is a beast. She lives in Texas, so she is a beast. And when I made hers, she loved it. Oh my gosh, she loved it. And it's just, and they call her the Joker. I mean, because she has a lot of KOs. And I said, okay, now let me go ahead, and that's what I'm working on, dabbing into the sports industry so I can do, right now I'm learning to do some suits because I want to get into making suits for the NBA and NFL.
Oh,
So
really? Okay.
for for the men, make the men suits for them to wear to their games to the NBA and the NFL.
Okay. Okay.
I'm getting into that. I've the with the boxing, whoever. I mean, I've had MMA fighters contact me, everything. I don't mind making a boxing uniform. I got that on my page too. You'll see the boxing uniform. She's in it. She's in the uniform.
So,
Um,
sister, you done really branched out. You just
yeah,
around here making
yeah.
everybody feeling good,
I
and
do.
that's what we need. Like, it's just all we need so much to feel good because we have so much stuff going on in the world. So we need something, if it ain't nothing but a piece of clothing or something to make
Mm-hmm.
us feel good because we all dipping in this stress thing and we gotta get out of
Yeah.
that lump.
Yes. Yes. And
So
see, like December, now I got a new portion of the business that's been a launch because I went into home decor.
okay,
So now I design anything in your home, with my logo and stuff. I designed that. I have wallpaper. I have bedding.
so you
I put,
bringing back the wallpaper. I haven't
yeah,
seen wallpaper in a while.
yeah, child, I got, and it's different. It's three different kinds of wallpaper where, just depending on how somebody want to, how they want to do it. Because my goal is to get a contract with Lowe's and Home Depot to put my
Okay.
home decor in
Well,
there.
we putting that out there. It's gonna happen. That's what
Yes,
we gonna manifest this. This ain't nothing
exactly.
like we manifesting this. This gonna
Yes,
happen.
yes. And see, I have that. I have comforters, sheets, pillowcases, tablecloths. I do for the people that drink. I have cocktail napkins. Yeah, I've been working, child. I've been working. I've
So
been working.
when are you acting? Are you still doing acting?
Yeah, I still do all of that.
So you was pretty much like me. We just all around crazy at the end of the day when it brought down.
The fashion and the business, that's one of my passions. But acting, I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm a pure fool. I get on the camera. I am a nut. So they love it. They eat it up. They love it. So I'm like, hey, I might as well go ahead and take that where it need to go.
Right, exactly. And that's what people don't know. Like, you can start off in fashion, but it may intertwine with something else, because 9 out of 10 you can put them together.
Yeah.
Because if I'm acting in fashion,
Yeah. When I go on sets and stuff, what a lot of them don't know, the clothes that I wear come from my line. So
right.
when they're like, what's that? Oh, here go my card. It come from here.
So are you
So
planning on doing fashion week anytime soon?
oh well, of course I didn't do it this year and last year because all the stuff going on. If everybody is safe and everything, I'll do it. I'm just real cautious right now because I don't want to bring nothing home. I don't want to give my child nothing or nothing. But the
Mm-hmm.
things that for the most part, everybody that I do business with, they're being real precautious about everything, and stuff is starting to flow back like it needs to.
Slowly but surely, yes, yes.
With the acne, a lot of production has stopped. I wasn't doing anything for a while because they wasn't letting nobody on set to do a lot of stuff because of COVID. Now everything is coming back, so now I'm implementing a lot of different things in there. So when I get back, I got auditions I got to do this week and next week. So, so I'm doing.
You're a busy lady around here.
Yeah, and still being a mama and a wife. So, I got
It's
to
a
do it.
lot. Yes,
I got
yes.
to do it. I got to do
So
it. I don't.
as a businesswoman in the business world, what are some of the pros and cons you have faced in the business world?
Oh man, all kinds. Oh man. Um, I think the most challenging thing is with being a businesswoman is dealing with all the different customers and their personalities and stuff. You got some people out here. I tell my friends and stuff, I said, I know what Walmart go through now, child. I
Yes,
know what Walmart be talking about now. Oh my Lord. These people and their attitudes, when they can't get their way, I understand. Walmart, I get you. Understand.
truly get you now.
Trust me, I get it. I get it now.
See,
I
I
see what.
thought you was just being difficulty, but now I understand.
Yes, I see it now because you got some people that think what I want, I'm supposed to have, and I mean, you got some people that just it's some people are they something else, child. They are something else, and then you got some that want you to do. Like I have had people that want me to design like extravagant things, but don't want to pay for it. Don't
That's
want to pay for
that's yeah,
it. So
that's
you
what you
think
deal with.
I'm gonna sit here design this extravagant dress, get this fabric, and do all this stuff, and you're not paying? No, ma'am. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna end this conversation right now, and I'm gonna wish you a good day. And and we're gonna go ahead and go on our separate ways because I see right now this ain't gonna work. You know,
Right.
because I don't understand why would you come at someone like that? If you want something, I don't know nothing out here in the world is free. You
Not
see, we
even
have
a cup of water no more is free.
right. You know what I'm saying? We everything costs. So I mean, and then this takes time because me designing it, I'm going to have to create it to where it's nothing else that's out here. That takes time.
Like the creativity.
Yeah, that takes
Hmm.
time, and then I got to go hunt the fabric that'll be suitable for your body. All this stuff takes time. It
And we are entrepreneurs. Like, that's what
right?
they don't get. Like, we are entrepreneurs. We have mama. Some of us are mothers. Some of
Yep,
us have 9 to 5s. Some
yep,
of us have other responsibilities. We are entrepreneurs, and when we
yes.
do take time, we have to put the time into it. So you have to pay for the service.
Exactly. They don't even, and then I'm still one of the type of people, I don't work with people because, I understand the rough times. I've been there. And I work with a lot of my clients, but don't try to use me or play me because I'm gonna pick up on it. I'm gonna pick up on it. And then now you just mess yourself up because then once I pick up on it, I'm going to end our conversation.
Right.
We don't have nothing else to speak on.
And it tends to hurt them. It tends to hurt the customer in the end. Like, keep it 100 with us.
Yeah,
We both women's. We know each other. 9 out of 10, I'd have been in your struggle. You'd have been in my
Yep.
struggle. So we know the roles. So stop playing game because we shipping is going up on us, and that hurts us as
Yeah.
entrepreneurs. Because every time they go up on the price on shipping, that means we have to go up on the price on product.
Exactly. And I tell people, when I ask you what your budget is, be honest about what it is. Therefore, I can work within your budget.
Mhm.
Don't if you know what I'm saying. Don't come up here and you want a Saks Fifth dress on a Burger King budget. That ain't gonna work.
We can't do that.
That ain't gonna work. You're gonna have some problems. You're gonna be missing some things on that one. Because them two don't
Missing
go.
a few
They,
pieces now.
they don't go hand in hand with each other. So you can't. You just can't do that. And then, like I say, this is my time. This is
Mhm.
my time that I'm putting into designing something
Yes.
for you.
Yes.
So, but the pros about it is I've met some amazing people since I've been in business. Some amazing people. I mean, my business has gotten me to award shows, just all kinds of things with my business. And, I love it. Those are you're going to have the good with the bad. And I take the good with the bad, because you can't have one without the other.
Right.
So, it's just I try to pick and choose the battles that I decide to get into.
To fight it. Yes.
Uh,
That's what we have to do at time. So when
yep.
you first started your business, did you experience some time where you didn't have orders, or you off the back had orders?
Oh, child, I do that. I've had that recently because, of course, with everything going on. And see, I taught myself and I understand that you're going to have your good days, you're going to have your bad days, you're going to have your good months, you're going to have your bad months, you're going to have your good weeks, you're going to have your bad weeks, you're going to have some time where you don't get nothing. It
So,
happens and I look at, I went to a lot of seminars with big businesses. I went to one with Damon John and I learned a lot from him.
okay.
And, I took in the things that he said because he failed 11 times before he got FUBU where it needed to go.
Wow.
And
11 times?
yes, I took that in because the thing is, he didn't stop. Now, he might have postponed certain things or put certain
Mhm.
things off, but he didn't stop doing it.
Right.
And when something went wrong, he figured out a way to fix it. So and see what the problem was, so he didn't go back and repeat it. And that's the same thing that I do. If something goes on, I see, okay, how can I change this? How can I change that? But I'm not gonna stop. That's not even up for a question. That ain't happening. So I still have the good days and the bad days, the good times. And sometimes you may not get any sales, like especially when COVID dropped, but when COVID really hit for me, sales slowed down. But then after a minute, I say about after it came in, probably about a month or two afterwards, they started picking back up because everything went online.
Okay.
Everybody
Yes.
order
Mhm.
everything online and shop
Mhm.
online. Sales
Yes.
was rolling. It started rolling. I sold out. It was some things I got in and sold out in 2 hours. So
Wow.
I like that. I'm all for that. Come on here. You can get some more too.
Right. Yeah,
And
I can find some more for you.
yeah, implement like with my line, like I have a mailing list, so I implement in it when you go on my site. Your first order, as long as you order at least $50, you're gonna get a discount on your first order. You're gonna get 30% off, but you have to order at least $50 to get the 30% discount.
Mhm.
So I do that for every first customer. You sign up to the mailing list, they'll send you the code.
Mhm.
That's for every first customer. So I believe, and I do a lot of sales. Like right now, it's a sale going on right now because we're going into a new season. Winter is coming around. I'm doing new inventory, stocking up and getting the winter stuff in. So all summer stuff is on sale.
Okay. Okay.
And then I got another, including with all the summer stuff on sale, there's still another 35% off your order because we're clearing out inventory and bringing in whole new stuff. And then, like I said, the home decor is getting ready to launch, so we're making space for everything.
Okay, okay, cool. And so as we talked about the pandemic, because that was my next question, what your business did you experience any setbacks with the pandemic?
Yeah, I experienced some setbacks and also some new customers. I got a taste of both.
Okay. And
Yeah.
that's always a positive. So when you had, let me ask you this: when you experienced those bad days where you didn't get an order for maybe a week or so, how did you stay motivated? Would you just kept going, or you did?
I
How
kept
did you stay motivated?
I kept posting, I kept promoting, I do a lot of ads, I pay for ads and stuff. I kept going. I kept doing because I remember it was a time where it was like 2, 3 months during all this time, or might have been more than that, where I didn't get nothing. I didn't get no sale. But I didn't let it stop nothing. I just implemented some new ways to pick up some new customers, and started doing the advertising, buy ads and do this. And then I started, with Google. I have my Google thing. So I promote on there, I promote on those ads. I got everything set up. So I knew what was going on. So I knew, okay, it's going to be a little bit different because a lot of people aren't working. A lot of people, they can't work.
Right,
So I knew sometime it was going to be, well, you may not get a sale. So I didn't really pay it no mind because I understood, because I have been working and stuff happen and it's not your fault. You can't work. And
right,
I'm not expecting them to buy my stuff and not pay their bills. I know you got to pay your bills and you got children. So I understood all that. And because I was that type of person, the sales after a certain period of time, they started picking up, picking up, picking up, picking up. Then it was people that was coming in ordering two, three, $400 worth of clothing. So it was just coming in, and like I said, I was selling out. Would get stuff, and it would sell out in 2 hours.
wow, that's dope. Like that's dope. Because you experienced the bad time, and then you pick back up. Even though we had that moment that
Mhm.
we still having that moment because we still in this pandemic, but you
Yeah,
was able to pick up, and then you got new clients, so that's
yeah.
good.
And
How
still,
do
like, if times, right now it's not where I want it to be, but I'm still getting things. But it's not like I want it to be. It's not fast paced like I want it. But I'm not concerned because it's gonna come. It's gonna come, and I'll implement ways to pick up sales and things like that. But I'm just the type of person. My faith is real big. It's gonna happen. It may not be the time that is set for it to happen, but it's gonna happen. You know. And like when the sales picked up like it did there, I had no clue. I wasn't thinking about that. It just happened. You
right?
know.
And that's what one thing, to be honest, that's something that I have been struggling with my business, Marie's Aromabees. Like, I haven't had many sales, and it's like, how do I stay motivated, to keep on going when you don't have those sales? So
Mhm.
yes, that's been a task that I have
Yeah,
been
I mean,
struggling with.
it can be real hard. It's real hard being a business person anyway, especially a small business owner. It's hard. It's not easy. I tell a lot of people, like, I look at Macy's. At one point, Macy's wasn't getting nothing. Macy's was very small, was a small business.
Yeah, it
Macy's
was.
Macy's was small. It was a little mom and pop thing, and it took years for them to get where they are now.
Right,
So I just kind of keep the faith with it, and I understand, when it's time, it's gonna be time, and when it happens, it's gonna happen like that. I just need to be prepared for it.
right. When it do happen. Yeah,
Yeah,
and that little inspiration you was telling me with the guy with Fubu. He fell 11 times and now he have Fubu up and running.
yeah, yeah. He even said I mean, because I follow him and I look at a lot of things. I look at, he talks to people and stuff, and I've heard him several times where he say he's failed tremendously with Fubu, and he had to just keep going, keep going, keep going. He said it was one time he wanted to branch out and get more than shirts, but he wasn't making enough money where he could do that, so he had to stick with what he was doing until
Yep.
the money came in like it was supposed to be, where he could branch out. And it
Right.
took time, you know.
It takes time and like as some days it's like sometimes I'm like it ain't gonna work and it's getting too hard.
Oh
I ain't
no,
get a
no.
sale. I ain't get us this. So it's like you gotta keep being motivated and stay
Yeah,
motivated. So
yeah.
as for this promotion, what are other ways that you promote your business?
Oh man, like I say, I do ads. I have my cards right now because I'm going and doing this other stuff. I'm getting ready to start doing the mailers. You know how you when you get in the mail and it might be advertising for Sears or Macy's or something like that. It'd be like a advertiser flyer card. I'm working on those so it can go out to everybody, different states and stuff to the mailbox. Post office will deliver anything.
Right. Yes.
I'm working on that, and then like I say, I do ads on Facebook and Instagram. Um, Twitter, I haven't really. I'm getting more into Twitter. Twitter is a little bit different
Yeah, it
from
is. It's a different baby. Yes, it's
yeah,
different.
a little bit different. TikTok, I use TikTok. They're crazy on TikTok, child. They crazy on TikTok, but I use TikTok. Um, I just do a lot of that. I have a like on my Google, because when you Google my business, it comes up. It has
Right.
the location, and it comes up. So I promote things on Google. You
Okay.
know,
Yes. Mhm.
so I do that. Just a little bit of things, whatever I feel is necessary. I do that.
That's great. Like it's amazing because it keeps just talking to you and just knowing that you experience those things of those days that you don't. It keeps me motivated because I've been like, well, what am I doing? What's going on? Like, you're trying to figure out everything. You're looking at your website. I might need to adjust this on the website. I might need to adjust that. But
Yeah,
I guess we're all experiencing that. You just gotta
yeah,
keep going.
yeah. It happens. I mean, it's a part of business. It's a part of the growth. Like right now, I'm looking for, I built my own website, but now I'm looking for somebody to come in, an expert to come in and kind of revamp it a little bit, you know what I'm saying, and put something else on it. I built mine in the beginning when I started my business because, the cost and stuff for a web designer is pretty expensive.
Right.
So I wanted to, kind of implement, and get the experience of building everything from scratch myself.
Okay,
So
so you didn't do like a e-commerce like Spotify or Big Carter or any of
I,
those.
I have a Squarespace, and I just went in, I bought the domain, I bought the services, and I went in and designed the whole website myself.
Oh, that's dope. That is.
And
I
that was
think,
my
and that's
doing.
another thing that I think is very encouraging. Doing everything hands on yourself instead of depending on anybody else, because that way you know what's coming in, you know what's going
Mhm.
out, and you know what's going on with your business, and that's very important because people like, I want to have a business, but I'm gonna get somebody to do this and I'm gonna do that. Why do it yourself? That way you always know
Yep,
what's going on with your business. Like,
yep,
you know what money coming in, you know what products going out, you know what products are selling, because that's important, because you got to know what your popular selling product
yep,
is.
yep.
So
And
if I have somebody working for me, I wouldn't know nothing.
yep. And see, I'm gonna end up hiring people, and I have a couple people, that I'm friends with, like some of my models. This is what they do. Some of them they do, computer stuff and everything. And so I'm putting together a team.
Okay.
So once I get to the where I want to be, the team they're gonna handle it all. And these ones that I'm working with, I trust them. Because I've known them for some years now,
Right.
and I trust them. They have shown me, they're good people.
Right.
So
And that's the main thing that you have to have trust when you start talking about hiring people.
yeah, child, because I'm telling you, I done had so many people want to hire me. Like I hired certain people, and some of them, I had to fire some because some of them they expected a paycheck, but they weren't doing the job. Like I'm
Right.
not gonna pay you and you're not doing nothing. Like this ain't what we finna do. This is
Right.
why I really don't. Some people might say I'm funny about it, but certain family, you can't work for me. Certain friends, you can't work for me because I see how you do in your regular job. If it come over here with that, if
Yup.
it come,
Especially
if it
family
come,
and friends.
yeah.
Especially family and friends. You got to be
Yes.
cautious dealing with them.
Let me tell you something. I tell a lot of my family friends, I love you to death, but I ain't hiring you. You got to go over there somewhere. I ain't doing it. You can't work for me. No. Because you'll be fired in an hour. No. Mm-mm.
45 minutes. 45 minutes, that's the top.
That's why I'm like, no, because I see how you work over here at your job you have now.
hmm And if you working sloppy over there, you is not coming
Right.
over here with
I
that.
got some that don't even go to work when they supposed to. I'm like, well, I just know if you doing it to them and you're not related to them, I can just imagine what you gonna do when you and we related. Oh no, that's all right. I'm good.
Oh, I ain't coming in today.
Hey,
I can't do this, and you know.
oh, do you know how folks do? Cuz cuz don't act like that. Cuz no, cuz finna fire you, cuz. That's what we finna do. We finna fire you
You
because,
about
like
to
I
be
said,
fired on this phone.
members that work for me, and I let them know when we doing business, you're not my family. You're my employee. There's a difference, and I don't mix the two.
Right.
When we at work, I'm calling you by your government name.
You is
Get
not cousin
it
Leroy, okay?
right. Don't get it twisted because then when we mix that together and get it twisted, you're gonna
It
try
comes
to
a
try.
problem.
So
Yes.
no, we gonna do that. We ain't gonna do.
We're gonna leave cousin Leroy over at
That.
his 9 to 5.
And Pookie and all the rest of them can go on over there.
Because we all have a Pookie and a Leroy in the family.
Right, and Akeisha.
Yes, yes.
I'm
Which is
telling you.
crazy. It's hilarious when you dealing with family and business.
Yes.
Oh man, it's like
They else, child. I be telling my daddy, I'm like, Daddy, do you see your cousins? You he start laughing. I said, you see how your cousins is? That's why I'm gonna stay on over here. You got to get your cousins.
you see your cousin over there don't go to work. So what if she working with me?
Right. I'm like, what in the world? I see why she got fired last year. I told y'all. I'm finna fire too.
And then
Right.
and with your family, they feel like, oh, they can come waltzing in when they want. Well, cousin, hell no, I ain't know you know nothing. You
Right.
know?
Child, I had one try that, and I told him, you might well go on back to the car. Because I just like anybody else, you come in late like this and didn't call nobody, you don't have no job. I'm sorry. You gonna have to go on down there somewhere. You don't have no job. I done already got into somebody else that's gonna come in here and take your place. Because I mean, why wouldn't you call? I'm still giving you a paycheck. I'm still on your W-2. If this is a job, this ain't no hobby. You got to go. I got to pay taxes on you. I need somebody that's gonna work. You gonna take my money. Shoot.
I still have to pay you, so you need to be in here. You need if 9 o'clock is your time, you need to be here at 5 to 9.
Yes.
Let's get it.
What I tell you, going down there working at them jobs, you need to be here 10, 15 minutes early to clock in. That same thing.
The same rules apply.
Yes. I mean,
It's
it's just some people you just have to. I hate to be like that, but you have to
you
because if
can't
not,
change a family with it.
I go broke trying to satisfy everybody else but my business. I'll go broke,
Hmm.
and I can't do.
Especially those family members and those friends.
Yeah,
They will, and that's why it's not even good to work with them. Family and
yeah.
friends, it's not good to even work with them.
It's some of them. They keep asking me. I don't even reply. Child, you know I'm not gonna answer you.
So stop sending me a message.
You've been asking me the same questions for about a year now, and I still ain't answered. You better go on around there somewhere. You got to get it by now.
You better go back to Walmart because it's not
Right?
happening.
It ain't helping. Matter of fact, let me find you a link so I can send it because you can't come over here no more. No, ma'am. Let them deal with it.
Yeah. So let's talk about what's the exciting part about being a businesswoman.
Um,
What's the exciting part that you love?
meeting new people, and going to these different conventions and business seminars and stuff. That's what I like. And like I say, meeting new people. I love meeting new people, especially with me going into designing. I'm trying to design for celebrities and stuff like that. Oh my goodness! And then I implement it with every other thing else I got. I love it. I love it. The biggest thing I would say with me being in business was when I was casted on a reality TV show because having a business.
Okay.
And because having a business and being a fashion designer and stuff, that took me to the leadership awards in Atlanta. And
Okay.
when to the leadership awards in Atlanta, I was in VIP with the casting, with the show that I was on. And honey, I met the Braxtons.
Okay.
them and their mother. Child, it was up there. Joe was up there with us. I met Wyclef. I met, oh, it was so many. That's where that picture, if you go on my website, you'll see a picture with me and Ray J. Me and Ray J cut up that. Oh, Lord, we cut up. We cut up.
So is he fun? Like is he really fun?
Had no shoes on. That boy, we had fun on the red carpet. It was so much fun. Oh my Lord. And then what almost brought me to tears is when I seen Miss Oprah Winfrey walk in that door. That was all I needed to see right there. Because I love her. You know, so
Yes.
she
Mm-hmm.
is a good example of a Black woman that has went beyond expectations.
Yes.
You know,
Especially
and
in her time.
yes, I seen her and I was like, I ain't even gotta talk to her. I just sit here and just look. I ain't even got, I'm sitting in the same building with her, in the same thing with her. I mean, that's all I need right
We
there.
don't need to have a conversation. And we could just do this. Hey sis.
Yes. And I'm like, this is it. This is what it is right here. And ever since then, I was like, I gotta do it, gotta do it, gotta do it. And like I said, cutting up with Ray J and all the rest of them, I have met a lot of people from Atlanta, Miami, Texas, California. Like California, with my business and stuff, I met a lot of different people. I met an actress. There's one actress that I have met, and I told her she's an A-list, but she's so humble. She's just like, no, I'm just regular. I said, no, ma'am.
That's
No,
how
ma'am.
she feels. She just regular.
Yeah. And I'm like, no, ma'am. Regular folks don't live in Beverly Hills. No, ma'am.
I'm not regular, sister.
Right. Yeah, no, ma'am. But she's so sweet. And if you see on my Instagram, she comments on my Instagram a lot.
Okay, that's
Her,
great.
her name is Brooke Lewis. A lot of people see her comment on my Instagram, on my page a lot.
Uh-huh.
You'll see her where she says things up there. She's so sweet. Oh, she's so sweet.
And some
She's
of them
so,
also humble. Some of them are really
yes, they
humble,
are.
you know.
They really are. Yes, they are.
Mhm. And when you meet those kind of people, them the kind of people that you just want to hold on to, the ones
Yeah.
that's very humble, that don't think they stuff don't stink or think
Mm-hmm.
they more than you. Those are the type of people, period, that you want to keep in your circle. The ones that's humble and do tell you thank you or show you appreciation.
And see, with me, and see, this is why I love implementing my line with a lot of things. Like when I met a lot of people that stay in LA and stuff like that are in the industries and stuff. Like LA and California is a little bit different when it comes to plus size women.
Yes.
They they are on this health conscious type thing, and in Beverly Hills and stuff, they're just everything's supposed to be like this, or you know,
Right.
a size 0 or something like that. And if you got any curves, like Tyra Banks or Monique or, Felicia Rashad or anything like that, they consider you plus size. You're big and stuff like that. And they tend to look the other way. And I'm sitting here like, okay. And see some of the actors, that I know that are plus size, they're like, it's hard for them to do things and get roles and stuff because it's hard to get clothing. Because a lot of the
Plus
people don't
size.
have certain clothing. I said,
Hmm.
oh, it's where I come in. Mm-hmm.
Right. Yep. Hmm. Yep. That's why you
Uh-huh.
sliding in the door. Well, I
Yeah.
got some of this
So
for
I
plus
sit there and
size.
oh, it's hard for y'all to get clothing for plus size women. Okay, tell me some more. So
Right.
I'm listening to this. So I'm like, okay, so I'm an actress. Then I got the plus size line. Yeah, I'm finna implement this in here together.
Right. And we're gonna intertwine all of this
Right,
together
right,
because all this could go hand in hand. Yes.
right. So I'm
And
like,
you
okay.
have people that say they sell plus size clothes, but they really don't be plus size clothes.
Yeah, because they want you to look crazy. They want you to look crazy. No, I can still put something on and look better than you.
Right. And sexier.
That's why I'm like, yeah, I'm finna implement this in here together. I sure am. I sure am. And I sat and like I said, I do a lot of research. I still do it to this day. I research a lot of different things. I'm trying to find a lot of different avenues and stuff. I'm gonna stick with, the plus size market. Now, a lot of people have been asking me lately because I'm on a weight loss journey.
Okay.
But they're like, "Are you gonna change?" No, because for one, I've always been a plus size girl. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I was
Mm-hmm.
smaller when I was younger. I'm almost 40, honey.
Right. So
So when I was younger, I was just smaller. You know, you didn't have children and stuff. You know,
you done had some gumbo like down here. You done had some gumbo and red beans.
yeah, things happen. So now like I told them, I'm gonna always represent the plus size women because I am one. You know what I'm saying? But me, going through weight loss and dropping some pounds ain't gonna make me no size zero. I'm only gonna get down to like probably like a 16. I'm still plus size.
Right. Mm-hmm.
That's not
I
gonna
think
change.
everybody is not made to be a zero. Everybody
Yeah.
is not made to be a 10 or a 5. It's I had this trainer, Angela, train me. And I was
Mm-hmm.
like, I won't be. She was like, you won't be whatever your bones could hold. She was like, you're not. It really depends on your skeleton structure.
Yeah.
Everybody is not built to be a zero. So she was like,
Yeah.
let's just
That,
get that out your
doctor,
head.
my doctor
Like
told
let's just get that. She was like, we gonna be, will fit you, will make you look good, and will make you look healthy, because you're not gonna. She said, okay, we get down to a zero. You know how you gonna look crazy. I was like,
yeah.
you're supposed to be the trainer. She said, I'm only gonna tell you because your skeleton is not built there. Everybody's skeleton is built different.
Mm-hmm.
She said
That's
people
and
at zeros look crazy.
That's exactly right. Because when I went and started mine and I talked to my doctor and they looked at my skeleton and how my body structure was, my doctor said off gate, you have hips. There is nothing. She said you have the small waist, but you have hips. And she said that's what she started asking, how was your mother and your grandmother structured? And I told them, she said that's where it comes from. You have the same structure and
Mm-hmm.
body frame as them. Because my mom, even though she was smaller, she wasn't no zero or nothing like that. She had like a curve. Back in the day, how they call it, the Coke bottle you shake.
Yes, yeah, my
That,
auntie had that little
yeah,
shape. Yeah.
that's
Mm-hmm.
was. So I have hips and stuff. It's just, I got a little bit of meat and potatoes added on with that thing. You know. So, that's just
And we
that's
gotta put that meat and potatoes in, and we just gotta get it in shape. It's hanging off
yeah.
the side of the plate. We gonna put it on the plate all the way and make
Yeah.
it
And see,
look good.
with my husband, he's looking at me, he's like, all right now, see, you're not gonna get this small. He said, because we don't do the small in this round, we can't do small. I said, now listen at you. I said, well, I'm not gonna get small, but I'm gonna get toned.
Right.
That's what I want to do. I want to get toned
And I wanna
because
be healthy.
yeah, and like I told him, I said I have no health issues at all, especially at my age. I don't have any health issues, and I'm trying
Thank
to
God.
keep it that way. And
Hmm.
then when I go filming and acting and stuff, I need to be able to do whatever they want me to requires for the role. So I
Right.
need to be physically active.
And
You
I
know,
won't be huffing and puffing. And
yeah, and see, that's how a lot of them are now. Like, you don't never sit down. You always going, 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 going. I said because I keep my energy. I have to keep myself going. So because I got a lot of energy, that helps with me burning some calories off and everything like that. So I have to keep moving, keep it moving. So they love it. They love it. I'm just trying to. Only thing I'm trying to do, I'm trying to show everybody a different way. You know what I'm saying? Because I tell people my past, what I done been through with the domestic violence and everything like that. And then I'm showing them, okay, now I'm a businesswoman, I'm an actress. I want to show that there is a way. It can be done. And it's not easy. None of it is supposed to be easy. That's why everybody can't do it. It's
right.
not going to be, but that
Because
don't
if
mean
it was
give up.
easy, everybody'll be doing it.
Yeah, that's what, but you just don't give up. You just don't give up.
That helps me, like that really helps me, because that's what I've been dealing. I was like, this is just drag. Like, when am I
No,
gonna get an order?
just get some ads. I mean, you got a website and stuff, do some ads. Because, if you put an ad on Instagram, it's going to automatically go on Facebook.
Right. Okay. I
So,
didn't know that.
and vice versa, if you put it on Facebook, it's going to automatically go on
Also,
Instagram because
Instagram.
they're owned by the same people. So therefore you killing two birds with one stone. So that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like if I want to promote more of them on Instagram, when I do my ad on Instagram, I'll go ahead and click the button where they can go ahead and advertise the
On
same ad
Facebook.
on Facebook. So therefore it can hit all both targets. And
Gotcha.
then I'll go to
Gotcha.
Facebook and I'll do the same thing. So therefore I'm hitting it on all different directions.
Oh, you got a lot going on here. Today we just dipping in everything. So,
Yeah, I
so
mean, I'm trying to. I mean, like I said, my daughter, I got a daughter to take care of. I'm trying to leave. And I tell people I'm trying to build wealth. I want to leave behind something for my child. When I take my last breath, I don't want her to be this, how some people, oh, I got this. I'm not trying to leave her no clothes and shoes and, stuff like
I
that.
want to leave her
And
with money in a good
yeah,
predicament.
yeah,
Hmm.
I want her to have something where she can pass it down to her kids and, keep it going. Keep it
Yeah,
going. Just keep
because
it going.
we do as black and brown people, we have to set up for success, and that means we have to break these generational curse where
Yeah.
we got to stop this. We building wealth and we want to leave it to the next one and leave it to the next one. So yes, I do understand that
Yeah,
a
I tell
lot.
a lot, all these other races, you see them rich and stuff like that, like the Hiltons. Let's use them for example. Paris Hilton is rich because her generations prior to her
Right.
passed
She
down that
didn't
hotel.
work.
They passed the hotel down and they kept it moving. So if we can do the same thing with our businesses, we just have to teach our children how to run them. Give them
Properly.
experience and show them how to run it. Therefore, when you have to sit down, they can pick it up and take it and keep it moving and keep
And
it going.
not sell it to the first person
No,
with no money.
and a lot of them be ready to sell it because they don't want to do the work or something like that. No, you might sell it for 2-3 million, but look, you can have 4-5 billion in some years.
Exactly.
And then when you see the company that you sold out here making billions, you mad.
Yeah. When you could have just took it and hung in there and put the work in a time and
That's all you got to do. And I'm like, come on, y'all. We just, and I understand, back in the days, like my dad's time and stuff like that, they didn't teach them a lot of things.
right.
But like,
That's the same thing my mom said.
just because your parents didn't learn it, don't mean that you can't learn it and teach them. Because it's a lot of
Exactly.
my dad has never owned a business, but he's learned a lot watching me. He's seen a lot of stuff. We have other family members, that have businesses and stuff like that. But, some of them end up losing it over, just different types of things. But if you keep it going, like my daughter, she watches when I have events, shows, and different stuff like that. She's there.
Right. Because she's
She's
watching.
there. Yeah, she's there. She helps. She puts the clothes up. She does all that stuff. When I get ready to open my store, because I'm planning on opening a location next year, she's old enough to work.
Right.
I'm not working.
Sister,
You know what
sister,
I'm saying? Because
you have the experience so you could get in here and do
yeah,
stuff.
she's gonna be having her work permit. And you're gonna work because if you plan on running this, you need to know how it goes.
Right. And even like, you said your dad learned a lot because they didn't, even my mama, when I started and I said, Mama, I'm gonna have my own business. And she was like, what? She said, we never had that. Like, we had to go to work and stuff like that. Like, so when I'm making soap and stuff, I was sitting down making soap. She was like, well, what you doing? So she came in, she was learning different things and giving
Yep,
me ideas
yep,
because, like she said, we didn't have that. So y'all
yep,
have this, she was like, y'all have a whole lot. We all we had to do was just go to school and work for
yep,
somebody. Whereas
yep,
y'all have the opportunity to work for someone and start your own business too. So yes, they didn't
yep.
have stuff that we have now.
Yep, my dad, he's like, girl, you stay busy. He said, you always doing something. I said, Daddy, because every time you turn around, this stuff out here going up high. Everything is costing more than what it used to be.
Yes.
Things high. And I got to be able to live. You know what I'm saying?
Then it's stuff high and it don't be even all the time worthy.
No, 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 no. Everything going up. Everything going up. That's why I was like, I gotta implement all this other stuff. I got other business ventures I'm finna start it. I'm branching out.
Right.
I'm tackling everything. I want it all.
And it's the crazy. You want it all, and we can have it all. We just have to
Exactly.
put in the work and just have the little faith. And at
Yeah.
times we're gonna struggle, but just having that little faith. Yes.
How I feel is if I can struggle working for somebody waiting on a check, I can struggle waiting on my own check.
Amen.
Because
Amen.
at least I know waiting on my own check, I ain't got to worry about none of them calling me saying, "Well, we don't need you no more." No, no, And see, that's one reason why I started my business, because prior to me starting it, I was working. I had did the temp agency things and all that different kind of stuff. And I was working at a warehouse, and then the last minute they decided they want to sell the warehouse to China, and then didn't tell us till the last minute, where they were like, "Well, we ain't gonna be opening no more. We're gonna be." Wait a minute. So you mean to tell me you had us working all day knowing we won't coming back tomorrow? See, right there was my last draw. That was it for me.
Exactly.
That
Cause
was it for me because
because then now you put me in a bind, because now
yeah,
I can't. Now I'm gonna have to set out and try to find a new job, trying
yeah,
to do this, put this in place, and it's just a whole lot. So if that
yeah,
and that's true, if I could wait for somebody else, I could do it for myself.
yeah. I don't like stuff like that. So if I'm gonna grind and go through some troubles, I'm gonna go through it on my own with my own stuff. At least I know I'm gonna change what the outcome gonna be.
So before we leave and before we get off, do you have any positive lasting words for someone that may be sitting down watching your story and listening to your story about your business? What positive words that you have for them and they want to start their own business?
What I will say is anyone that want to start their own business, do it. Don't let no naysayer, no person that didn't do what they're supposed to do convince you that it ain't worth it, because it sure is. Don't let nobody stop you. Continue on. Surround yourself with people that, this is what I was always told. Surround yourself with people that are where you trying to get to. Those are your biggest influence, because if you can't be around somebody, you want to be a millionaire, but you see around is people that are not. So if you want to be a millionaire, you got to at least get one of them in your corner so they can teach you the way to go. So I tell anybody, if you want to start a business, surround yourself with the right company. Watch the company you keep. Stay motivated. Don't listen to the naysayers. Don't listen to anything negative like that. The negative comes with the positive, but you got to figure out which part you're going to let rent space in your mind.
I like that. What part you're going to let rent space in your mind. So I want to say thank you so much, Danny, for allowing To The Max Girl Talk
You're welcome.
um on our platform to share your story, your your business venture. And I wish you much success, and just know the information you put out, it it lets me know that I need to keep grinding.
You got it, girl. You
It's gonna
got it.
be hard
You
time.
good. You got it.
Yeah,
You gonna do good.
so I just want to say thanks again from coming on the show and just talking about your business. So I'm your girl, author Erica. Thanks for tuning in to the Max Girl Talk. And I have my friend with us, Danny, with
Bye.
her business, 1246 Designs with a Z, not a S. So take care, and I love y'all.
Thank you.